Fox Sports NBA analyst Jim Jackson and Rick Bucher of Bleacher Report. Marcellus, I'll start with you. Do you respect the Warriors more without Kevin Durant?
No, not at all. Zero-sum game with me. I only respect success. The ultimate respect you get from me is, did you win it? Because there are no guarantees.
Not
no matter
how you win it?
No, hell no. Because you know what's funny? There's this deception out there that if you have a super team, it's guaranteed. But let's just look at the last 20 years. Let's not even go back to Magic and Bird when they had super teams, but since the GM did it, we didn't call it a super team. It was a damn super team. Let's go to the last 20 years when they were actually constructed as super teams. The first one I remember, 04 Lakers. How'd that go? How'd that turn out? When they start adding all that talent, you can talk about the age or whatever. It was still a super team. Let's go to the Celtics when they had their big three.
Fossils?
Huh?
Some fossils.
Oh, yeah.
Malone,
they had
Gary
the fossils,
Payton.
then guess what they did?
What?
They actually did a better edition of that. The Celtics and their big three. How'd that turn out? One championship. One. No guarantees, no dynasty, just one championship. Then let's go to the Miami Heat and their big three and that super team. They won half. Not all. Half. The point is, we're going to now disrespect the Warriors because they have a super team when there are no guarantees that that team will win the championship. I respect success. They win another championship, you got my full respect. Any other way, I'm not even counting it.
I've always respected this Golden State team just because of how they played and how they kind of came together, how they've grown because of where Steph came from. A lot of questions. Think about it. Rick, you understand this. It was some questions whether they were going to re-sign Steph based on his injury history.
Yeah.
Before kind of Clay and Draymond came into the fold. So
let me help you out here.
What?
I got my highlighter out
What?
here.
What you got?
I want to mark up this.
More.
This isn't about no respect. Do you respect
Clear your throat
more?
again, Jimmy.
No, because to me, I respect what they do as an organization and who they are. They've added a piece to the puzzle. Let me tell you something. The asterisk, people always talk about the asterisk because they added Kevin Durant.
Whitlock.
Let me explain something to you. The most storied franchise history in basketball is who?
Celtics.
The Celtics, right?
Celtics.
They won the bulk of their titles when?
60s.
And they only had to compete against 8 other teams. Did we talk about that?
And they had 8 Hall of Famers.
Do we talk about that?
Thank you.
No. But
what I'm saying.
Houston Rockets won their 2 championships when Michael
Jordan was
stayed on
gone.
vacation.
And I get it. And that's why we respect Jordan's titles more. And that's why, again, than the Houston Rockets, too. And again, there's a reason why. Look, if Bill Russell had won 11 titles during this era when there are 30 teams,
it's a wrap.
we would respect him more.
But why do they still hold up Boston as the best? I mean, they always go back to the Celtics, but they forget.
No.
Yes, they do. They always go back to teams that dominated. It's even like the UCLA teams of the 70s, when there's only 32 teams or whatever, 24 in the NCAA tournament. So they always go back to, remember when they won it here? They hold them to a higher respect. And that's the same thing I'm saying.
No. I think the Boston, it's a nice play, but again, Michael Jordan is more respected.
Thank you.
Is more respected than Bill Russell and that 72-win Chicago team.
That's because it's our era right now.
But you just said Babe Ruth in your Whitlock.
Yeah, you said Babe Ruth.
He didn't get to play against
everybody.
I agree.
So why you put Babe Ruth in there?
So you doing his nice play.
I'm just saying, not on steroids. And this Golden State team is on steroids.
I don't know what's with today.
What?
I have had to listen to Skip discount Kawhi Leonard. Okay. I've had to listen to Colin discount this year's championship because of injuries. I'm not even sure where that's exactly. And now I have to hear you disrespect the Warriors and Kevin Durant. Look, you saying I respect them, just not that much. That is a form of disrespect.
Come on, Whit.
No.
I respect
Do you respect
them.
the Warriors more without Kevin Durant?
Yes.
And
the answer is
it's like Marcellus sitting there, I don't care how you win.
I don't.
Let's apply that to boxing. The guy that knocks out a guy as opposed to the guy that wins on point, you don't respect the knockout artist more. How you do it matters.
There's no 2 ways to win in basketball. There's only one. Score. Don't try and give me that example. That wasn't even analogous. Move on.
we wouldn't be talking about the Warriors without Kevin Durant. They wouldn't have all the championships that they have without Kevin Durant.
Why?
You look confused. Because he happened to be the Finals MVP the last 2 years. That's why.
You know they won one before he got there.
I know
And
they did. They also lost
and
one.
they should have won a second one.
should have.
If Draymond
but they
hadn't got
won one
tricked.
without Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, and they lost one without Draymond Green and Andrew Bogut and Andre Iguodala's hamstring. I mean, look,
They won 7 of 8 games without this dude.
Who?
And again, without,
Who were they
without
playing?
Durant.
Yeah, they
Who
played
they playing?
Portland.
Why don't they
In the
in
back end
the
of
NBA
Houston.
Finals? I know who they were playing last night, Toronto,
Right.
in the NBA Finals.
And Toronto gave that game away. That
Yeah, they
game was
did.
there for the taking.
Oh, that's right. Okay. They did.
Wait,
They didn't win it.
No,
Toronto
but here's the
did.
thing about Toronto. Think about
I mean, you really, now you want to talk about disrespecting somebody. You just disrespected the Warriors.
The Warriors left
They didn't win it, they
Raptor
gave
after
it again.
Raptor wide open. The Raptors did
that's
not get
Golden
back
State
on
story.
defense as a result of missing shots.
So-
the Raptors had every opportunity to win that game last night.
And they lost it.
You're
Because
right.
Andre Iguodala has the biggest fair
No.
No, wait.
No, I got to get to this.
Go ahead.
We're talking about the ballsiest shot. That was the most boneheaded shot you could possibly take.
Go.
There, with the clock
Would
where
you
it
stop
was,
it?
where the clock where it was.
No, I
You
get it.
don't
There's an
give
easier way to
Toronto
go.
another opportunity. He made it so everybody goes, that's an amazing shot. If he
is.
misses it, it's a long rebound going the other way. We're playing overtime in Toronto with the Raptors. It was a dumb shot. If you run the clock out, you take it at the last second. If it catches Rin and goes up in the air, by the time it comes down and you get that rebound, the game is over. You haven't given Toronto an opportunity. He gave
But
them an
I'm
opportunity.
disrespecting the Warriors, but you just dumped on one of the greatest shots we've ever seen
Greatest.
in the NBA Finals history.
It wasn't one of the greatest shots. It was a shot.
Now, what you had to
big
say,
time.
Jimmy, before?
No, this was what I was gonna say before. I'm gonna
Please
get back.
give it
I'm gonna get back to
I'm
that look.
disrespecting
Please.
them.
No,
but y'all listen to
no,
do like
I'm
your
not
suit.
saying
I
it's
like
one of
your
the
suit,
greatest
though.
shots. I
Yeah,
think
he
it's a
cleaned
clutch
it.
shot,
Yeah.
and one of the greatest. I said this from the beginning of the series, whether Kevin Durant played or not. Okay, if Kevin Durant plays, and you got to look at it from this perspective. Kevin Durant and Kawhi canceled each other out. The second, third, fourth best players where? Golden State. Compared to Toronto.
Yeah.
Take him out. Do the same thing with Steph and Kawhi. Cancel each other out. The second and third best players where? Golden State. At the end of the day, that's how you win games, and that's who steps up. Are you going to really rely on Siakam and Gasol to really play like they played in Game 1? You know where Clay, you know where Steph, you know exactly where Draymond is going to be in this series. So to me, it's not a surprise, it's not a disrespect. I expected Golden State to be able to go in Toronto and win one game because they have the second, third best players on their team.
Yeah, the thing I really have an issue with, grander than this conversation, is really the thesis of what you're saying, which is roster construction can actually be used against you. When millions of dollars are poured into scouting, millions of dollars are poured upstairs in management to build the best and most powerful roster. But then there's a tipping point where actually that's going to be deemed to undermine your respect, and some are going to put an asterisk by your success. Look, I've been on teams that had multiple All-Pros. On paper, we should have done some things. It is so difficult when you get out there and have to go through the rigors to win it. And then you find lesser teams in my sport, the Patriots, in terms of pure talent, that win it. So when we see it in basketball, too many examples of pure, talented, on-paper teams that don't win it. Collegiate level, Duke, Kentucky, they don't win it every year, but they're loaded and stacked. I don't disrespect
Can we take a moment just to salute the Golden State Warriors scouting department for discovering Kevin Durant? I mean,
I knew that was coming. I knew that was
just
coming.
amazing.
I
for them.
knew that was
The
coming.
capologist made it work. He made it work.
Look, roster construction does matter. When you win 73 games, should have won the championship. You've already got a championship in pocket. And again, it was Richard Jefferson who said it best. And he's accurate. He took some heat for it. They should have ran the game. They should have run it back. Let's run it back. Why go out and get Kevin Durant? It's a weak move on Golden State's part. And again, it looks weaker now because I'm like, whoa, if they had just added a good player rather than the very best player, they would have been title contenders and, in my mind, would have been in the same position, in position to win 4 or 5 titles in 5 years. Again, I'm not remotely knocking Durant. They went out and recruited him and begged him to come and play. But they diminished themselves in the process.
A three-peat is not weak. How you
Jason,
going there, bro?
Are you seeing what the Warriors are right now?
Yeah, scrappy.
Struggling.
And walking wounded.
Yeah.
I get it. It's
If
beautiful
you
to
didn't
watch.
have KD all year long, Do you think that Andre Iguodala wouldn't have hit this wall sooner? Do you think that Kevon Looney and Klay Thompson and all these guys that you've been riding these horses, that if you never had KD, that you would have, without the ability to, and let's
don't pretend like no one replaces KD in that salary slot. Maybe they have 2 more players very good rather than Kevin Durant. But
continue. Is it going to be the best player in the game arguably right now?
No, and it shouldn't be. That's my argument. It shouldn't be the very best player. They were already the best team. They have the best system. This dude is steroids for them. And it does. I respect them more without KD, and I think others do as well. This is more compelling to watch them fight through all these injuries. And like, my God. And then to see Boogie Cousins come back out of shape and make this kind of contribution. When KD comes back in game 3 or 4, and again, them winning last night, even if he misses game 3 and they lose, as soon as KD steps on the court, this series is over.
Well, look, the ideology, the generational gap really is showing itself right now, where of yesterday, all effort. If you had to go up the hill both ways, you know what? Damn it, I respect you. And then there's a more effective, efficient model that is actually what they were trying to do in your days that they are actually calculating and exercising today, which is get as many good players as you can. And that's a playground mentality. You know what? Man, I don't want the best player. We want to beat you with the homies. No, you know what? If you are on the sideline, I'm grabbing the best player available. That's the mentality.
Marcellus, if you and I were running the Golden State Warriors, we'd both make the same decision. Let's go get KD.
Let's do this.
I would agree with you there. I'm talking about, though, because we're not employees of Golden State. We're arbiters of how much respect we're going to give these guys for change. Where are we going to place them? And as an arbiter of where they're seen legacy-wise, they diminished themselves by adding steroids.
I just didn't see the discount. On the rings, I didn't see the discounted diamonds. I didn't, they all...
You look at Barry Bonds the same as Hank Aaron?
No, I think he's better. I ain't gonna go there, but respect.
I agree with you. I think he's better, but I got more respect for Hank Aaron.
More respect for the lesser player. Okay.
Yeah.
That's real.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. And be sure to check out more of the best clips from Speak For Yourself, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.